Yeah, I think we take a big honor in it. You know, it's very special to be able to represent a place like Penn State in the football program, and we take pride in that. You know, doing it the right way, which it means a lot. So to be here and to be in front of all you and wear the Penn State logo is really important to us.
Hey Tyler, growing up, was there anybody that you really followed a lot? Like, who was your favorite college player or pro player growing up?
I was actually a very big Oregon Ducks fan when I was younger. When Marcus Mariota was there, that was my team. I had the jersey and everything, but I wasn't like a crazy like fan of any one certain team. But yeah, it was probably the Ducks back in the day.
Last question: what would you be doing if you weren't playing big time college football right now?
Hopefully I'd be playing big time golf, or I'd be fishing competitively. That's really usually the two things I'm doing, either golfing or fishing if I'm not playing football.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler, what is Julian Fleming?
Yeah, I think he's a guy that has a lot of experience and a lot of Big Ten football under his belt. So really, that's good for that receiver room, who they can learn from a guy like him, and he has a lot to bring to the table. And I think he's done a really good job with that. Yeah, I think just his maturity. He's able to handle all of it, and there hasn't really been like a lull or anything. So he hasn't really been behind. He just kind of, because it was a new offense for all of us. So he's at the same page as everybody, and he's been really good. And I think he's gonna have a good year for us.
What's different about Drew Allen?
I think obviously he's got a year under his belt, so I think his confidence is just you can tell he's a little more confident, he's a little more vocal around the offense, being a second year starter now. So I think that'll be good for him. He's always a even-headed guy, doesn't get too high or low. So he's been good, and I'm excited for him.
When he struggled last year, why do you think he struggled?
I mean, there's probably a lot of places you could point. There's probably maybe people see him, but there might have been a block that someone missed on the front side, or maybe a route was ran not as well. So I think it's easy to look and say like he was struggling, but usually if you look at it, the offense as a whole is really not doing to the best of our ability. So I think it falls as much on as us as an offense as it does on just him.
How much you been playing the new video game?
I actually don't have a console that's new enough to play it, so I've been playing like in my roommate's room and stuff. But I'm not much of a video game guy, but I do play it a little bit. But it's been fun.
I know like there's been a couple guys I've talked to here that aren't really big video game guys, but they still think it's cool to be in a video game. Did you kind of have that moment too?
Yeah, because I played all those games like growing up until they cut them off. So just kind of getting texts from my friends and like videos of me playing while they're playing the game is kind of fun to see, and it's cool to be a part of.
Do you know your rating?
I believe it's a 90, which.
Feel good about that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that, but yeah.
Let's say the Wisconsin native Jerry Cross is in your tight end room. Just I know he's a true sophomore now. Just what have you seen from him in his development? I think he only played 5 games last year. But just what have you seen from the development out of Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry he's one of my favorite guys on the team. He's got a great attitude every day. He brings the same energy every day, and you can tell he wants to be a great player. He works as hard as anybody, and I really enjoy being around him in my room. And I think he gets better each year, and there's a lot of talent in our tight end room, so it's not easy to get a bunch of reps, but I think just him trusting the process, and he'll find a role for sure if he keeps working the way he is, because he's been doing a really good job.
What do you think the next steps are for him?
I mean, he's just, getting his body right, obviously getting in the best shape he can, and then really just lacking the mental mistakes. He's a younger guy, but he's picked up on those, and just really learning what he can from. There's a lot of talented tight ends in our room, so picking the brains of everybody and learning what he can from a lot of talented guys will only make him better.
Can you talk about Drew Allen and
Yeah, I think he's just gotten more confident. He's got a year under his belt. He's got a lot more experience with him now, and I think he's been a better vocal leader for us as an offense. So just kind of riding that into camp, and we got his back, and he's got all the talent in the world from a physical standpoint, and so his mental is really good. He's a real mature kid for somebody who's really just 1 year starter. Last year even, I was impressed with how mature he was. So I think just keeping on that road, and he's going to be real good.
So how far has the offense come along?
Good. I think Coach K came in and did a great job. I think he gelled with us really well, and we look forward to playing for him, and we're motivated to play for him, and he's brought us closer as an offense. So I think it's been really well, and I'm excited to get back going during camp.
If you played, are you?
Yeah, I played a little bit. I'm not much of a gamer, but I mean it's fun. Like I said it earlier, it's kind of more funny when I get texts from my friends and they're like playing with me in the game. So it's fun to see that, and you know, a game that we all played growing up to be in it now is really cool. So that was cool that they got to do that.
What do you think of your player rating?
I thought it was good. I'm not complaining about it. I thought it was pretty good.
When receivers weren't getting open last year, how much of that was those guys not winning versus structurally something?
I mean, I feel like it's hard to say what it really was. There's, like I said, there could be a bunch of different stuff on every play. Because on offense, we talk about this. It only takes one guy on defense to make a good play, and it'd be a good play for the defense. It takes all 11 guys on offense to do their job for it to be, you know, a good play. So really, like, you might look at the receiver, but it could be another guy on the other side of the field. So I wouldn't say it's like one thing or another. It's just really focusing, working as one unit as an offense to get everybody on the same page, all 11 jobs.
How do you think the pass game has improved the most?
Yeah, I think just kind of working on timing and get as many routes on air session as we can. That's because you can't do it so much in the off season where it's real life. But yeah, just doing that, doing as much as we can with Drew and Bo, make sure we're all on the same page and get into camp and really take the next step we can.
Whiteout game, first possession of the game, Penn State's on defense. You could choose the song to play in the stadium to get everyone hyped up. What song you want?
I mean, I think Mo Bamba's been a pretty successful choice so far, so I won't mess with it. If they do find one that works better, I'd be interested to see that. But yeah, that seemed to work for the past few years, so I'm not gonna mess with it.
Are there any tight ends in the NFL you kind of watch film on, model your game after?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, you know, Kelsey and Kittle are probably two of the best, and I think, you know, Kelsey, the receiving guy, does a lot of good stuff, and then Kittle does a little bit of both, and the way he blocks is really impressive to watch. And I try and, you know, watch them because they're as high as it gets on the talent, and like how good you can be as a tight end. So trying to learn from them as much as I can is important.
Tyler, from intangible standpoint, what is Julian coming up from Ohio State and that culture and helping? Has he said anything to the guys like maybe it's that one extra step that you guys need to sort of get over the hump?
Yeah, I think he brings a certain type of leadership where obviously he's not going to come in and like be the vocal guy talking to everybody because he is a transfer, but he's a guy that people have a lot of respect for because he is a very veteran player, has a lot of college football experience. So I think he's brought that, you know, just like little things, doing drills or getting guys come out catching balls. You know, the wide receiver group works as hard as any group on the team, and I think he fit right in with that. So I'm excited for them, and I'm excited for Julian this year as well.
Tyler, I'm sure you've been asked this already, but what have you seen from last year?
Yeah, I think he just picked up in his confidence. You know, he's got